introduce yourself before we start the interview?
I mean, yeah. I guess where do I start? Everybody knows me as IStunnaB for the music. Everybody knows me as B for the modeling. And I mean, or I go by, just that's just kind of what I go by. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful. We are happy to have you here, Stona, be with us. And we hope we will have a lot of interesting question and answering session with you here.
yeah, definitely.
So it is a pleasure to have you here once again.
Yeah,
And my name is Kevi Kamara, a student of the University of the Gambia and currently living in the Gambia as well.
yeah, definitely.
Uh, I'm somebody who has passion for journalism in other ways, though I'm not currently into it that much. But we're definitely gonna have a wonderful session here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Agreed.
So can you tell us about your upcoming projects?
So, upcoming projects. Well, I mean, from the modeling side, we have New York Fashion Week coming up, and that'll be actually next weekend. Um, it really starts. I want to say what the. Let me look through my notes real quick just to see when it starts. I think it really starts the like ninth, ninth or 10th, and it ends like the what like that Tuesday I think. I want to say. Let me check. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pull it up.
Okay.
Let's see. So it's the February 11th through the 16th actually for 2026. So it's yeah next week.
Wow, wow, that's gonna be amazing. So I believe you are putting some effort so that the people that are your fans in the Gambia should get access to know this project and listen to it as well by sharing your blogs or to send the latest developments to them in the WhatsApp platform here.
Right, right.
Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I have another question for
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm, what has been the most surprising moment in your music career?
Surprising what in my career?
Yeah, what has been the most surprising moment in your music career?
Just overall, or like this year specifically? Because this year kind of just started.
Yeah, overall,
Overall, um,
yeah.
I would say really just being able to perform on stage. That's really just been it. Whether it's my local shows that I've done in town, um, just a couple of the other states I've gone to and performed at, or just areas I would say. And I mean, even with this opportunity that's going to be coming up during Fashion Week, I should say, for anybody that, well, nobody really knows, but yeah, I'll be performing during Fashion Week. So that's like going to be the highlight of my, just the highlight really of what's going on. So yeah.
Oh, oh, that's amazing. So how do you handle criticisms of your music? Every musician or even artist we have in this world, there are people who will sometimes criticize what you do. So how do you handle things of that kind?
Um,
Do they normally give you more confidence? Sometimes critics give you more confidence and they encourage you to push more. And then you feel like people definitely are not believing in what I do, so they should inspire me to go and to lead or to prove them wrong or to tell them that yes, this is what I can do and I have the talent to go on with it. So how do you definitely control the criticisms in your music?
Um, I would say if I honestly think about it and just say what it is, really the it's a little indifferent how I take the criticism. Sometimes I'm like, all right, cool. Other times I'm like, well, I really wanted to do it this way, so that was just that. So it really just depends on kind of, I guess, my level of growth and really what I'm hearing versus kind of what's being told to me. I mean, I've worked with a few producers, and I've noticed that just in general, when it comes to, I still haven't found my sound, right? I do music on a lot of different styles, a lot of different instruments and all that stuff, but still trying to home in and find my actual sound as an artist. I'm still working on that. So that's one of the biggest challenges, I would say. So yeah, I guess that it's really indifferent. It depends, and I mean it goes back to my level
That
of growth.
definitely it really
So
makes sense.
huh?
That definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense. So, do you have a favorite song you have written, and why do you prefer that song to be your favorite? Because every artist in this world is having a favorite song that really you take as one of your favorite songs. So, do you have one, and why do you choose that one to be your favorite?
Okay, repeat the question one more time, just so I make sure I can answer it properly.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song that you have written, and why do you choose that one to be your favorite song?
Ooh,
Do you have a favorite song, and why?
do I have a favorite song out of all the ones that I've done so far? Mm. I think my favorite song so far out of everything I've made has been 21. I think that's my favorite. And the reason why it is my favorite is because, I mean, I ended up working with a friend of mine from the UK. Big shout out to him. And he ended up making a track, um, and then whatever song was sampled for the intro, that's that. But I think that one gives the most from everyone that's I guess talked to me about all the music that I've done so far. They've said that that one is the most closest to me really being myself. And I think it might just be because of maybe it's closest to my sound, and that's the best way to like explain it. But yeah, I would say that 21 is my favorite track so far. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, how do you want your music to be remembered by the people, or to inspire other people that listen to it?
Um, by the people specifically, I just want them to, if they relate to it and they like it, that's cool with me. I keep it really simple. I mean, not everybody. What I'm learning in life is that not everybody is coming from the same background, same experiences, same lifestyle. So for the people who relate, those people relate. For the people who don't relate, they just don't relate. That's just what it is. So that would be the best way that I want my music to be kind of looked at. And
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I think you answer questions in a very perfect way indeed. So we have another question for you here.
okay.
What is the role of music in your life career?
Say that one more time.
What is the role of music in your life beyond career?
The role of music in my life, um, I would definitely say it gets me through. It's it can be just a roller coaster of emotions. It could be more just it could be a safety net too. I go to it when I just want to vibe out. I go to it when I am feeling a type of way. I go to it when I just want to just chill, be in my own mind, my own space. And I mean, there's plenty of ways that it kind of just comes out as is. So that's the best way. Like music is just in my life, or how it impacts my life. I would say.
So, what is the most important thing you want listeners to take away from your music?
Hmm. The most important thing that I want listeners to take away, I would say, if it's something, if it's something that you like to do and it's something that you enjoy, go for it. I've, I guess, over the years, have been more of a. Sometimes I take my opportunities. I really want to do a lot of things, and then other times, like, I don't. So I'm looking at it as just take my opportunities more. And now that I'm taking more of those opportunities, just go for it. That's really just what it is. That's really just what it is, through and through. So take your opportunities.
Oh,
That's it.
that's wonderful indeed. That's wonderful. So, uh, how do you balance, touring with recording and personal life?
Well, I would say because I'm just an independent artist, I can take my time to put out the music when I want to. So it gives people time to hear it if they're interested. If not, they're not. Um, when it comes to like doing shows and everything, I just have to plan according as of right now. Um, it's not it's not impacting a lot of the other things that I'm doing in life. So there's a separation in a sense of personal life, music life. So it's good that way.
Really, really, that makes sense indeed. It makes. So, what is the best advice you have received as an artist?
Um, Best advice I've received as an artist. So I would definitely say the best advice I've received as an artist is find your sound that's your sound first. Second of all, take the opportunity to do the music that you want to do. And the hardest thing I think that advice wise I've come across is that not everybody is gonna like your music. Not everybody's gonna like it. And that's okay that everyone doesn't like it. So, I mean, I would say that coming to realize that that's taken that's taken a little bit of time to realize because I'm like, oh, I'm putting out music and oh, people just should like it, just because I'm putting out music. But There's one quote that I heard. I don't remember who said it exactly, but they were saying that the hardest time for the artist is when it's not when you're doing the music. It's when like all the silence is there. When, it's not about you. When it's that in between time almost cuz it's like, "Oh, you want people to, hear your music. You want people to, just kind of do whatever." But can you deal with just that quiet time when nobody's around? Can you deal with that quiet time just when it's you haven't made a song or you don't have any any thoughts, any ideals. You're just kind of like, oh well, just what's going on for the day, da 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 da, this and that. You know what I mean? So I think that would be the best answer I can give you is just finding that silence and can you live in that space? Because if you can live in that space, you can live any other time when it's the good times, when it's the bad times, and also when there's nothing going on. So I would say that's just how it goes, to be honest, from what I've noticed personally.
That's great. That's great. So one day when you become somebody who is very in this career or in the music career and other people, what will you want to impact in the lives of people?
When I become somebody,
When you become somebody who is very influential, somebody who many people across the world listen to, meaning somebody who is well known and how to call it, a celebrity or more than that, or someone who everybody looks up to.
um, I really just wanna, if I can still be myself, my real self, my humble self, just the same person that you see right now is the same person that I want you to see even then. Even when I become, bigger as a person, when I just have more of I guess, opportunity. So I just want to be the same direct person you can communicate with now, just like you see me, or even later when it's like if I get an opportunity to do more, or when I get the opportunity to do more, I want to still be the same person that you can talk to just like that. Oh, hey, what's going on? I'm doing good. I'm having a good day. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah. So I mean, that's just what and how I want to be, even when my music becomes bigger.
So how do you see your music evolving in the next few years to come?
Finding more of my sound, personally. Besides finding more of my sound, just adding languages in more than I do now. Um, Being more fluent with the languages, and I would say also just working with artists from other countries around the world. That's like the biggest thing or the main thing that like I've been trying to do or want to do more. So that would be what I want to do in the next few years. Your mic's muted. Your mic is muted. There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Exactly. So I think Gambia would be one of those countries that you would really love to have a collab with one artist here, because I understand you have so many fans, through me, not even through me, but through the platform that really follow you and they are keen on meeting you one day here. So I think that would be a very, very good thing to meet you one day here.
Right, definitely,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I mean,
Definitely.
you definitely have brought a lot of people around, and just by that network, that connection, look, I appreciate it. I mean, there's so much that I didn't know anything about that I'm kind of learning about as well, because now there's new people that I'm meeting from, just from your area, and it's like
You you
that's cool.
you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome
That's
because the whole
definitely
world is about networking. When you have so much connection, then you have so much fun. It makes you to develop. It makes you to be well known across the world.
right,
So it will not, one day it will not stop in only Africa or only in Gambia here, but across Africa, people will know you.
right,
So it starts bit by bit. It starts bit by bit. So I think it is very important to have that connection with so many people in the Gambia here.
right.
So what is the biggest misconception people have about music?
About music, the biggest misconception I would say is that, well, I guess that misconception has been proven already. That there's only certain types of music that are really gonna attract people. And prime example, I would say, is that even with like how music has changed, whether it changes from like conscious to like just entertaining to like the mumble to just depending on even auto tune, and where it's at now. Um, there's so many different styles, so many artists, so many just different ways of just expression. And if it relates to you or you like it, I've noticed that that's where it becomes more of a let's go for it. Um, so that's what I've noticed recently.
That definitely makes sense indeed. So, what is the most challenging, song you have written so
Mm,
far?
repeat the question.
What is the most challenging song that you have written so far? A music that really gives you so much pressure indeed.
That's a little difficult to answer because I feel like I always have kind of some. I always have a different style kind of going into a lot of the songs that I'm on. So that's just, I guess, what's there. So I don't have an answer for that one. I can't give you one.
Yeah, absolutely, because you feel like all of them give you tough time. You really spend a lot of efforts on them. So it
Well,
will be very difficult to select one. Yeah, I understand.
right. In that regard, yes.
Uh,
Now I've definitely had to be pushed to either get out of my comfort zone or rework whatever piece is going on to make it sound better or to just the daily like okay, this sounds good but try this way using this type of like emotion or drive or whatever. Yeah, so I've definitely had to have been like critiqued, um, guided and just given suggestions for a lot of just kind of what I've done to make it sound a little bit better, because a lot of times the way I do music, there's always room for improvement.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Absolutely. So, are there any upcoming changes to your sound or music style?
Upcoming changes? I never stay in the same in the
Up, up,
same.
up- upcoming upcoming changes to your sound or your music style? Are there any?
You know, I feel like there's always changes. It's because I think because of how I make my music or how it just yeah, how I make my music, there's always changes to it. It's never like now if you're talking about actual sound, that I'm definitely trying to work on changes, but as far as just kind of the way I work in writing so far, that's just kind of always like it's always a mix of a little bit of this and that together. So it's always changing in some way. But that's what's normal to me because my style is always kind of ever changing in a sense.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what is the role of social media in promoting your work?
The role of social media in it, um, honestly, social media is something that it's a daily part of how I operate. It's a daily part of just interaction. It's a daily part of networking. I mean, I could take a lot of the people I've met recently, you know, and just the networking from meeting them personally and then the networking that they've kind of brought and the connections that they've brought to me or just that I've been introduced to. It's social media is definitely an important part of growth, connection, networking, and just it can take you in so many different ways that you would never know how or why or what to do.
Absolutely, most definitely, because social media nowadays is one of the most influential places that we can sell out our ideas and we can also sell our music career and our works. Because
Exactly.
you meet people of different type of the world, and then you start to network and then have so much connection with them.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Right.
So, how do you connect with fans who resonate with your music?
I mean, all my social platforms. Besides that, I mean, even through like video games, I mean, gaming, even through just even if I ever meet them, because even let me say that even if I ever meet them while I'm like out at like nightlife clubs or whatever, because that's actually what happened. I was which brings up a great point, and modeling events too, because I ended up going to this modeling thing, and I ended up meeting an artist that I met originally off of social media. I was like, hey, aren't you this person? They were like, yeah. I was like, yo, this is awesome, me meeting you here. So just you can meet fans in so many different ways. So yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So, can you share a favorite memory with your fans?
You know, I'm gonna bring it back to just really just the day ones that have been there since I started that have seen me grow. They've just seen the change in me and they've just seen my progression in my different styles and just the impact that like people are like, "Oh, I never knew you did this," or "Oh, you actually do this, and I'm seeing the progress from where you started, even before you started putting out music recently, to now. So,
And then that definitely makes sense indeed. And it is so pleasing that you are one of the best in answering questions, and we definitely love it the way you do it. So I have another question for you. There are so many questions that I have for you here, but I don't think we can cover all of them, and then let's see what is gonna happen at the end of the day.
all right, cool.
So
Yeah,
how,
I
how
mean,
do you stay how do you stay true to yourself in the music industry?
that's a great question. So, how do I stay true to myself in the music industry? Well, I, I would say just, I mean, trying to stay true to just what I've always believed personally. I've always wanted to do music for music, and just I've always wanted to just be myself through my music. I've never tried to try to do a certain sound or try to sound like somebody else. And I've also have always how do I word this? I've always wanted to be able to tell a story for be the voice to tell somebody else's story as well. So for the people who might have a great story but they don't know how to tell it, um, and that's actually a prime example. So in one of my songs, I this wasn't a song that I put out recently, but this was like years before. A friend of mine wanted to do a birthday song for their child, right? And I ended up just writing lyrics just on that concept. And that was just an example of one of the songs that I've like done where somebody had a story to tell, and they asked me to just put it into my words, right? And that's just how that song kind of came about. Besides that, another one, I ended up, another friend of mine ended up doing almost like a remake of this popular song, and a remake and a rework of this popular song, and then I just put my relatability into it. So that was another thing. So yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah, I understand in the career. In fact, it is very important to be yourself and not to copy anybody. To be truthful to yourself and to your fans as well. That's the only way that would really help an artist to have something or to be very popular in the world. So that's very important to be true to yourself.
right.
So, what is the biggest part about being a musician?
You said what's the biggest part of being a musician? Um, mm, wow, that's a little deep. I'm trying to figure out how to best answer that one. Maybe just the challenges of being a musician. I would say that's probably the biggest.
Yeah, yeah, that could be the biggest part of being a musician because you always have challenges. So when you are trying to overcome those challenges, that can serve as the biggest challenge that you will have as a musician. So how do you think music can bring people together?
Music can bring people together just by, I mean, just by like even the instruments that you use or just the beat. Like a lot of times, I listen to a lot of music that is in different languages, whether it be Brazilian, um, whether it be like Brazilian funk, right? Or if I listen to like Korean music or Japanese music, Chinese, Russian, um, Kazakh, Spanish. I mean, all these songs, languages. I mean, I can put on maybe 3 to 4 different languages and not understand any of it. Even like a lot of Vietnamese music, but the beat of the song can like carry you. Prime example, like if everybody knows about like this nostalgic game called Kingdom Hearts, right? Um, Utada Hikaru, she um, does like the intro music for like a couple of the games, and I think a couple of those they're originally in Japanese, but they have an English version, right? And just when the music plays, you can just it kind of transports you, you know. Um, Besides that, I mean, I could bring an example of like when I listen to like Yeji. She has some songs that are mainly in Korean, and same thing when the beat drops, you can just kind of feel it, just transport you away to something else, you know. So that's the best, my best answer for you for that.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. What a wonderful session we have with you here. And we are so excited to have you answered all the questions that are directed towards you. And that is wonderful, a wonderful session that we have here. So, all right, do you have any word or any freestyle that you will want to share with the fans before we take a leave of you? Do you have any inspiration word or a freestyle that you would love to share with your fans before we take a leave of you?
I mean, just thank you for the support. Thank you for being there, and just I mean, enjoy the ride. I'm also down to meet new artists if you guys know of any or know of any just to recommend that you might feel would work as far as being able to work with. I mean, hey, I'm down with that too. So just I'm really open to the experience of kind of learning new things and just because I mean it's music. It's music. That's just what it is. It's music.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So now, can you tell us some of the socials that you are using and how people can get access to listen to you or follow you on your socials?
Okay. You know, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snap. Pick a country. WhatsApp line. I'm on like all my socials. WeChat. I'm on like trying to think of what else. There's so many socials that I'm on. I mean, I
On
know they got some
Facebook as
gamers
well.
out there too. So I mean, you guys are on like PSN or Xbox, some gamer tags too. I mean, I game too, so I mean, I'm on just like a little bit of everything.
So don't worry. I know you are in love with games. One day I'll
Yeah.
have. One day we can play football
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Some
see.
FIFA. Yeah, I'm terrible at FIFA though. Terrible at FIFA. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna try that with you for sure. For sure, I
Okay.
will
Yeah,
definitely try that.
definitely.
So once again, thank you for having you here, and we are so excited to get you here with
Yeah, for
us,
sure. Thank
and
you for
we can
having
have
me. Appreciate it.
we can have more of these interviews as time goes on, and in bigger platform like YouTube, Facebook, and other
Right.
radio stations as fast as possible.
Definitely.
So,
So,
so definitely,
go
it is
ahead.
a pleasure.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Last thing I was gonna say before I get off of here though, the if you guys are on my socials, I will be posting about the next show that I'm having, which will be February 13th. Um,
February 13, noted.
yeah, February 13th. That's the next music performance and fashion performance. So it'll be a mix of the two. I'm gonna try to stream it on all my platforms. So just be on the lookout for it.
So I would love to be I would love to be live
Yeah,
so that most of them can join me and then they can have access to see what will be happening on that day. So I will
exactly.
connect you so that I can do the Facebook. Then I will be on live so
Okay.
that many people can get connected to me. Then they will have access to listen to you
Yeah,
on
for
that day.
sure.
I think that.
Definitely, that could work. But yeah, was there anything else? Uh oh, I think the signal gave out. Okay. Well, if that is all, um, I guess thank you guys for coming in. Are you back? Okay. All right.